Good morning, dragons, and happy Valentine's Day. It's your principal, Miss Thalacker, and it's Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. No staff birthdays, as I told you yesterday, but we have in second grade, only second grade birthdays today. We have Anna, Elias, and Jerry. Happy birthday to all of you. I'm so excited about it. All right, guys, I just wanted to put a couple of announcements out there about interim testing. So this is really focusing on grades 3 through 8. Okay, today is is no testing today. But I just wanted to remind you and reflect on yesterday's interim assessments, okay? When you are proctoring assessments, and today we have 4th and 8th grade science going on, when you're proctoring assessments, you should be walking the room with purpose, okay? This is in Miss Jenkins' message as well. You should be quietly redirecting students if they're off task, quietly talking to them, kneeling down. Making sure that your scholars are using their scratch paper is very, very important. We're in the practice test time, so really this is our teaching moment. We really need to make sure our scholars are trying their very best and using that scratch paper, okay? I want to give a shout out real quick to Schlegel. Young was supporting, Reed, Avila, for being active proctors, okay? And our leaders, Ortega, Colby, and Jenkins, okay? And myself. But I want to make sure that you guys are actively proctoring. I also want to give a shout out because these teachers had expectations outlined on the board, which you should have. And that was Callan Singen, Miss Yolano, also Mr. Smith and Capiendo. So thank you to all of you for being organized and projecting or posting all of your expectations. Some of you used Champs, which was pretty clever, but I really appreciate you having your expectations on the board. Also remember, no computer after you do a computer test, right? We don't want to encourage more computer time on a computer test day, all right? So make sure that they are reading a book afterwards. Also, be sure you're using that testing guide. I did see most of the teachers doing that, which made me really excited. So thank you for using the testing guide. And make sure you have pencils pre-sharpened and ready to go. And no writer should be writing something without a plan. If you walked your room yesterday, 3rd through 8th grade teachers, and saw that your students were not using a plan, you need to reteach. Okay? Put it in your lesson plans. You need to reteach. You need to teach them how to make a graphic organizer on their own, how to fill in important parts of that graphic organizer, how to use a graphic organizer to write a rough draft, and then how to edit and revise to make your writing better. Teachers, I need you to revisit this with your students if they were not doing it properly yesterday. Okay? So really think about that. Any student that was not making a plan, that needs to be addressed. They should have made a plan, and then they should have worked out their writing and then type it into their computer. Okay? So think about that. You were proctoring yesterday. Who do you need to reteach? Or if you're a math teacher with the homeroom and you were proctoring, then I would go ahead and let them know how many kids and which kids were not using scratch paper. Very important. We're collecting that scratch paper, don't forget, okay? So if you look at Miss Jenkins' directions, make sure you're following suit. They should be putting their name on that. All right, guys, thank you for that. Couple other announcements. Valentine grams are going to be sold today during lunch for $1, and we're going to have a photo booth set up for $5 if you would like to take pictures, and we're going to do that for a while. Our student council is running that for us, so thank you, student council. We really appreciate it. All right, guys. I also wanted to just announce that that I wanted to give you some mindfulness little quotes here, because mindfulness is really important. What it's about is being in that moment, truly being present, okay? What does that mean, being present? Could you imagine? I wonder what that means. Mindfulness means being awake. It means really knowing what you're doing and paying attention to it, not just going through the motions, okay? The feeling that something is nuisane will soon disappear if you are mindfully in. So be sure you are being mindful and in the moment. All right, guys, let's do our affirmations. I am important. I am a good friend. I am safe, protected, and loved. And I breathe fire even when no one's looking. It's true. I literally do. I breathe that dragon fire even when no one's looking. So important. I want you to do that too. Really, really important. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and stand for a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Stay tuned for a message from our amazing culture committee. We love them and appreciate them. And then following that, our moment of silence. Dragons, make it a great day. Why? Because you deserve it.
Good morning, scholars. Today in Culture Corner, we'll be talking about Ruby Nell. Ruby Nell was born on September 8, 1954. She is an American civil rights activist and a pioneer of educational desegregation. There's a reason Ruby Nell is so important, though. She was the first African American child to get into an all-white school. On November 14, 1960, Ruby Nell had to be escorted to this new school with her mom and two marshals in front and the back of her. The reason Ruby Nell needed to go to this school was because this all-white school was right in her neighborhood, while her segregated school was miles away. She would have to take a bus, ride 2 miles, and walk to her school. Now, Ruby Nell, a 68-year-old activist, has won multiple awards. She is one of the prime reasons we have desegregated schools today. Good morning, scholars. Today in Culture Corner, we'll be talking about our 44th President, Barack Obama. Barack Obama is an American retired politician who served as our 44th President of the United States from 2009 to 2017. Obama was the first African American President of the United States.
Obama was born August 4, 1961. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Before Obama became president, he was a U.S. Senator from Illinois from 2005 to 2008, and as an Illinois State Senator from 1997 to 2004, and previously worked as a civil rights lawyer before entering politics.